All right, guys, I'm about to start the second workout of this new cycle. I did a couple sprint drills earlier outside. It's cold, so just trying to kind of get back to moving. And so I did like some mini hurdles. You can get more information about those through Chris Corfist. I think he's at Corfist on Korfist on YouTube. And then Altus, I know they do a good bit of work with mini drill or mini hurdles and wickets, I think is what they call them. And they're, they work with a lot of Olympic level athletes and stuff too. The training's going to be kind of using some of the principles from Triphasic Training by Cal Dietz. So I'm going to do eccentric work today with single leg safety squat bar. And then I'll do some drops, trying to absorb force. And then I'll do the glute ham raise eccentrically as well. One thing I won't be able to get a video of is the bent knee prime times. Way to think about them. If you remember Deion Sanders, the way he would run into the end zone, kicking his legs straight. Well, in this case, you do that same type of motion, but the knees are bent a little bit. Again, Chris Corfist has a lot of information about that on his YouTube, and you can find a little bit with Cal Dietz as well. So let's try this and see how it goes. I'll run through everything in a cycle. So I'll do the single leg safety, kind of split squat with the safety squat bar. Then I'll do the drops. Then I'll do the single leg glute ham raise. And then the bent knee prime times, some rest in between all of those, between each exercise, then rest at the end, and then go through it one more time and just do 2 cycles today. So let's start. All right, one down. All right, now to the drops. I'm going to use a 16-inch box and just drop off on one leg in kind of a mini squat position. Try to stick that landing, for a second or so, but my momentum will take me forward. All right, we'll stay with 3. I felt like I was about to not absorb that very well. All right, 3 on each is good. Rest a little bit, get a sip of my shake, and then do the next one. All right, next is like a single leg eccentric glute ham raise. Got weight that I'll have on my chest, and do this for each leg, just 1 rep. Trying to go around 7 seconds. We'll see. All right, probably need a little more weight. That felt a little bit too easy for how it should today. Okay, a little rest, then the next one. All right, I forgot about one other exercise. This is another one from Chris Corfist. Trying to work on kind of that toe off position, make sure ankle's strong, things like that. So it's just an isometric. I'll just do it for a couple seconds and then turn the camera off, but I'm going to hold the position for a minute. So in this case, I'm going to have something to kind of pad for my knee. My knee's against the wall, and then coming up onto my toe as much as I can and pushing into the wall, and then just staying there. So you can do it kind of like straight, and then you can bend the knee, and you can drop the ankle a little bit too. So you have kind of 3 positions. All right, just finished everything up. Like I said, this is the first workout doing this. So I'm going to do a 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off, and then repeat. Since I want to be able to do some sprinting and stuff, I have to have one of those days be on the weekend when I have more time, harder with work and everything. Um, so that kind of schedule based on a 7-day week works well. Other times I've used different splits where it does end up being more than 7 days. It might be 9 or 10 days, but when it doesn't matter, I can do things any day of the week. That works pretty well for certain things. For this, I need that weekend time. So the keys on this, the eccentric stuff is supposed to be really heavy. It was, and I can definitely feel my hips and legs. Trying to focus on kind of like for most sports and sprinting too, need good feet and good hips. And so trying to focus on those things. Hoping the isometric there against the wall kind of helps with some tendon stiffness for the ankle, because you want to be able to kind of just hit and bounce off the ground. If you hit and then go down and then come up, it just takes a whole lot longer and means you run a whole lot slower. I've used some similar things before in the past and they work pretty well for me, so I figured I'd give them a shot this time around too, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said, if you want to learn some more about this, you can check out Cal Dietz. He's got a ton of stuff on his YouTube channel. He's got a website too, XL Athlete, like letter X, letter L, athlete.com. He's got a couple books, new book out as well. Let's see. Some of the stuff he uses too, and some of the things that I'll use for kind of recovery, come from, I first heard about him through Mark McLaughlin. He's Performance Training Center in Oregon. Find him on YouTube and, well, maybe not YouTube, but Instagram. He's got a ton of great stuff. So I first heard about stuff through him. He learned about it through Val. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, but he's with Omega Wave. And he learned about it through Dr. Soluyanov. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right either. But he's got a lecture you can buy off of Jay DeMayo's site. I can't remember. It's a conference for performance and sports, trainers, things like that. But some of the stuff is based on kind of eliciting a hormonal response from exercise, and that's worked pretty well for me in the past, where I was able to run faster, able to go up pretty quickly in weight, on the bar and stuff like that too. So it's something I know works for me, so I'll give it a shot. We'll see if it works now that I'm mid-40s. So we'll talk more about those things later on, maybe do something specifically about that with the podcast and things too, because I think it's really interesting stuff. And some things that I learned from Mark and Dr. Soluyanov and everything, it's helpful from a health standpoint too. So I definitely see where there's some correlations there. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm recording this around Christmas time. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you next time. Bye.